My name is Rachel. I'm from New Zealand. And when I was in university, I was studying Chinese language as well as English teaching. So for me, it just made sense to come to China, especially for my first job. And when I was introduced to my school, which is here in Changzhou, I think the city, it's nearby Shanghai, only 1 hour or so away, but it's much smaller and there's less people, and I think it's a lot more relaxed. I think I also like the cities that are not so international, but I think to really sort of experience Chinese culture, it's nicer to go to these smaller cities. You get to talk to the people a little bit more and learn a little bit more interesting or deeper culture about it. But yeah, after I came here, I think I was a little surprised that I think it's much more developed than a lot of the Western countries. For example, things like paying with your phone, you always scan, you don't use credit cards and you don't use cash so much anymore. So I think it's a lot more developed than what I expected. I think the Chinese young people are very different from the older generations. I think same with in Western countries, the younger people I think are all very similar to each other. With the internet and things like that, everyone can share their ideas, especially for where I work, because it's together with the UK and China. I think we have more opportunities to do these kinds of things, like going outside of the classroom and doing handcrafts or going to the factories and seeing, what we're learning about. All right, now we're going to introduce Mr. Zhou to come talk about the cutting tools.
Hello, 大家好。我们在工程是在编程，然后在启动设备。现在我们看到的就是正在中心位置，就是我们这个刀具在加工，通过我们3人去加工的。
For me, it was quite interesting because my classes are all English. I don't teach, engineering or anything like that. So for me, I always thought engineering was quite a boring subject, and factories must always be like a dirty or a tiring place to work. But going there today, clean, and everything was so, the technology was so advanced, and all these big machines, and the people working there, I think, looked so professional and so impressive when they were working with the machines and the oil and making the little knives and things. So I was really impressed by it. This semester, I'm teaching a class called Projects, where the students have to do different hands-on projects. So today we did the marshmallow challenge, where the students have to work together to build a tower with marshmallows and Italian pasta, spaghetti. And yeah, I think it's really good, especially for our students, which are engineering, because they're able to use some of those skills that they're learning in class, like the triangle is the strongest shape, or learning about different physics things. And being able to use their hands, I think it helps them to sort of remember and to understand maybe the words and the concepts that we're teaching them. So a really good example of engineering. Yeah. We would often do these kinds of, we call it hands-on learning. So you use your hands to learn. I think it's exactly what the students need to sort of be excited about what they're learning and to really see why what they're learning is important. So it is the first experience for a lot of our students to do these kinds of challenges and to work together as a group to create something or to solve a problem. How do you guys feel about the experience today?
Wonderful!
Yeah! So we are in the Chinese countryside. We've taken the students for a new experience. So we are in Changzhou in China! Welcome to Changzhou!
Changzhou!